Tonight on the CBS Sunday Movie. Mort thought he knew what he wanted from life until he met Millie.
You shouldn't want to be like them. You should want to be like you.
I'm not supposed to love you.
Together, they'll find true love is worth fighting for.
Something's wrong. Parkinson's. That's what I have, right?
Whatever I have to do, this is one thing in my life I'm gonna get right.
Based on the best-selling book,
I love you. I'm always going to love you.
Madeline Stowe, Bruce Greenwood in a CBS original movie, Saving Millie, premieres CBS next.
My wife has been kidnapped. There's no ransom that I can pay. There is only the hope of rescue. Yet, in spite of every attempt I've made, in spite of heroic attempts that others have made, she remains a prisoner, a hostage. And I don't know how this story is going to end. I first met Millie way back in the 60s when I was starting out as a cub reporter for the Chicago Sun-Times.
The issue is this. The government wants this university to turn over all the academic rankings of its male students who are eligible for the draft. They want to take the lower-ranking students and make soldiers out of them, while the students with better grades get to stay on here for a while until the other ones get killed. Yeah, that's pretty bad, right? Yeah. Now, I've got to ask the question, wasn't this supposed to be a democracy? Everybody stay calm, all right? Everyone stay calm.
All right.
You have a right to protest here. It's your right to free assembly. He's got a right to free assembly here. This is a peaceful demonstration.
Get that out of here.
We're not doing anything illegal.
Ma'am, you're going to have to
No,
come
we have
with
a
me.
right to assemble.
Okay, we can do this the
You're
easy
telling
way
me
or the hard
something
way.
else. I'm not going
Right, that's what
anywhere.
you want.
You're not.
Put your hands behind
you
your...
have a right to. You have no business doing this right now. You're
Hands
back.
behind your
no,
back.
You're not.
All right, let's go.
So if your name is Millicent Martinez,
Martinez.
why did I bail out Rita Torres?
Because I didn't want to give him my own name. I'd like to work for the Cook County Juvenile Court once I get my master's. So. You didn't have to bail me out, you know. You should never have done that.
Your master's? In what?
Social work. So let Rita Torres get the record. It was almost Rita Ginsburg.
Ginsburg.
In honor of my mother. I'm paying you back, you know. Every penny.
So your mother's name was Ginsburg?
No. But she was Jewish.
So what are you?
What am I?
Yeah.
I'm part Mexican, part Catholic, part Jewish, and I just got arrested for exercising my right to free speech. I'm Millicent Martinez. This is an interview, right? Not a date? Because you didn't ask me for a date, you asked me for an interview.
No, oh, yeah, no, this, yeah, sure, it's an interview.
Then why aren't you writing anything down?
I just have to wonder about the college kids who flock to these radical groups just because, you know, suddenly it's hip to do that.
And I have to wonder about people who call themselves journalists and make snap judgments based upon appearances without careful and impartial investigation.
Boy, you really like the last word, don't you?
Big family. What can I say?
Yeah, well, thank you for tonight.
Free speech, not free love. Call me.
How many?
6.
I've never known anybody to see the same movie 6 times.
It's a damn good movie.
I was glad they bought you some.
Yours is good. I'm hungry. Who on earth would give you advice
James
like that?
Reston, he's...
He's the Washington bureau chief for the New York Times. He is the gold standard. Every young journalist in America. I got to meet him when he came to Dartmouth.
See who you marry. Wait, see who you marry. He actually said that.
Yeah, among other things, like start on small papers and work hard.
Oh, and find a Washington wife. You know, blue blood, Vassar girl, finishing school.
Well, actually, I think the finishing schools came first. But yeah, he did describe a certain type, and I wasn't about to disagree with him.
Well, he sounds like a snob, and they all sound like snobs, and you shouldn't want to be like them. You should want to be like you.
Well,
and anybody who wants to be somebody else, let them be Morton Contracki, not someone who's a snob. Okay? Tony, cook some sense into this guy. Hi.
Hi, I'm Morton.
Oh, Morton. It's Morton.
Hi.
Sorry. Oh, boy. He's got the best hot dogs in Chicago.
Nice.
2 with the works and a couple yoo-hoos.
Right.
This is my sister Alex. She lives in London with her husband. What?
Nothing.
This is my mother, Ida. She was so beautiful. Everyone used to say she looked like Ava Gardner. I think so, too. She was so beautiful. But she had a breakdown and she ran away. This is my father. This is Refugio. He was an organizer for the United Packing House Workers. The union was communist, so they said he was communist, too. So they deported him. The last time I saw him was through a gate at the train station. I was 10. About 3 days later, he died of a heart attack. He was so strong. He was brave, and he always smelled of cigarettes. I remember that. And I could always feel him with me every day. And I talked to him at night in my room. And I miss him so.
With the war on overseas and the civil rights movement at home, there was no shortage of stories out there, and I was determined to get on them, but I kept getting kicked back to Metro. I was on the sidelines of life, while Millie, as always, was right in the middle.
Hi. We just organized the probation officers into a union. The chief judge fired everybody at the Alia home.
Well, the place they put the problem kids?
Yeah. What? Yeah, so I had to call the state representative and get them all reinstated. And he did it. How about you? How was your day, huh?
Nicolás.